No, Lucille. Ducky Fried, Diana Boy, Purple Prince, kind of a Lunar Soul. Everyone else is here. Welcome. We are doing a bit of sanctuary farming now. I finally got my 3 keys on the counters. Moonball. Hello. Thank you as well. Appreciate the sub. Hi, Himster. Okay, let's put this thing here. Okay, I got 3 keys of terror. Now I got the other ones. Let's go. I actually just arrived at the sanctuary right before the PoE stream last night. You know what, Shadow? I'm pretty good so far. Level 83.5. Yeah, it did all damage actually. Surprisingly not much. I think there's only one fireball that hit me then for like 200. Kinda surprising. Okay, let's see which one has the right path here. It's actually the first one I do in the sanctuary. It's right here actually. Easy. That does absolutely nothing. I need to turn down the sounds a little bit, it's like kind of fucked up here. With the ambient sounds. Is that really so loud? I have ambient already quite low, man. Let's put it to like 10 or something. So something like this, I guess. Do you want to bind demon level, HP and so on scales to the play level? I need to bind a new one later. Good question. I think it is the higher out of monster level or player level. So I'm not sure if it like goes up when you level up though. Elazel. Getting stuck there on the pillar. I think it's gonna be relatively fast actually to find a summoner. Otherwise you always have to like walk. I guess you can do the... I go here and then go Sanctuary from the waypoint. That should be faster than running for the entire Act 2 town every time. It's a bit dark there. Oh, I don't have the things on, huh? Also, we have something for later. Here. But I'm gonna wait a little bit. Something that got sent to us here. What is that? Diablo 2 box or something? Need to mute a little bit here. Someone is like drilling. I guess you can hear the noises, right?
Good to see you.
Hello.
Hey, Blue Days, how's it going?
I can't do that here. Good day.
Are you hyped for PoE? Who's gonna log into PoE next week? I'm definitely gonna play a bit. Morning, Jam Rockets. Hi, Bobby. We're farming a bit active now for the keys right now. I'm ruined, okay. I'm getting XP here actually. Very little, turns out. What do you think about the PoE1 stream? Yeah, I was listening to the entire thing and the Q&A. I think it seems like a pretty good update. I think the unique mechanic is pretty interesting. I don't mind the Harbinger thing. I do like that they're trying to like make, you know, ground choosing a bit better and so on. So that's cool. I haven't seen like the balance changes and stuff yet, but I mean, there's always plenty of options, I guess. So that's not really a problem. I like the Scion Ascendancy. I might actually do that. I might play Scion. It's been a long time since I started a Scion. So, yeah, if there's some cool stuff there. I wonder if they actually reveal all of the Scion Ascendancy nodes beforehand, or if it's actually gonna be like this surprise. I mean, I wouldn't mind actually if it's just like, you know, hidden until it actually comes out. Or socket. I wonder if I can do anything with 4 sockets. I'll save it. Hopefully the Atlas changes make it to PoE 2. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do with the PoE 2 Atlas. I can't really imagine they're gonna scrap the entire system they have made with like this whole like map and, you know, whatever. Like people are waiting for changes, but I don't think they will like, you know, like completely throw away their baseline. And personally, I actually kind of enjoying it. I just wish it was like a lot better quality of life. I think the quality of life is way too low. But it's like not a terrible system in my book. The sign looks cool, and they consider League selling it. I might actually. I might just like load up a Scion and start blasting. And maybe I'm gonna look at like, you know, a few of the different options of like, okay, what is like a decent, just kind of like baseline a spell build I could make, or a decent like melee build I could make, or something like that, you know? And then, you know, I have like maybe an option for like different archetypes. Depending on what the Ascendancy actually gives you. When does Season 12 start? It's the 10th of March. So it's in like 2 weeks. A bit less than 2 weeks, actually. Yeah, so next week we should actually get the Campfire chat and stuff, but I haven't announced it yet. You know, on the 5th of March, there's like the like Warlock preview and stuff like that, and I guess they might do it on the same day? Or I don't know, it seems kind of weird to mix the two. Because, you know, I think for the Warlock showcase, they really want to have like, you know, the spotlight for this, that's just the class, I imagine. So, I don't know. And it's like really scuffed that the Kane Sanctuary, like the summoner is here on this path. Kind of bad to fight here. Can you try? Never played before. The Scion. I've played. I think Scion is probably like my second most played class after Ranger. I think I probably played the most Ranger and then Scion. And I've also League started Scion like a few times. And usually had a really good time with it because it's like so versatile. I think it would be super fun if they actually just like don't reveal all the Scion nodes. Like besides the ones they've already shown, and just like, okay, go guys. And okay, you started, and then okay, you have to figure it out, you know. I think it would be cool. What the fuck is a Seraph roll? Okay. Yeah, I think Scion is usually played as like some sort of alt character, and not as a starter for most people. But I mean, the new Scion is definitely a bit different than the old Scion, I guess. So there might be like more viability. I know, blessed by Gibbon. But they're also physical immune, so not really like fast to kill. But they do kill the packs on the way, basically, and not like all the specters and stuff.
I am overburdened.
my god, man. The mana drain is insane. One single hit, everything gone. I want to play Kinetic Crystallite since they didn't nerf it. They didn't actually nerf it? It was like a relatively meta build already, right, in last league? Self-cast, Tiny Nerf, Totem, fine. Interesting. I wonder what would be like a good build for like the new Scion. Or just like, you know, not assuming any ascendancy or something, just like from like the position in the tree. And like, you know, the general like meta of skills that are good. Definitely need to like investigate the patch notes a little bit. Because I went offline before the patch notes came out last night. I haven't actually checked them out yet. Been busy. He was very upset. Oh no.
Where can I take you?
And why is he upset? Doing some rune hunting? No, I'm trying to get the keys for the Ubers. I've been like playing for the acts and trying to get the keys, and I have the Countess keys now, and then I just progress to Summoner. Summoner should be the fastest, I guess. No, actually I guess Niederfuck is faster even. Niederfuck has very short route. I guess in online, Niederfuck is definitely the fastest here, it might be kind of close. Since I can also reach the Summoner pretty fast. But either way, nothing is as bad as the Countess. Like, I also got so fucking unlucky on Countess, man. It was terrible. Oh, true rune, wow. We got an odd and an am rune so far. And no key.
Good day.
You can look up the map. Yeah, I know, Niederfuck has only 3 layouts. So it's very easy to find them. Yeah, for online, like, Niederfuck is definitely by far the fastest. But I guess in hardcore is also by far the most dangerous. So I don't want to go too high player count when I farm Niederfuck because of the cost explosions. They might rip me, I guess. Although it's a pretty tanky setup, I guess, so might be fine. Yo, people. Thank you, Enzigori, for the sub. This Elite is just like chilling there. Okay. That's not a Blizzard gift. Well, I can tell you it's standing right there next to me, behind my chair. And we'll open it later.
Your presence honors me.
I showed it briefly earlier.
Good day.
Another one. Rel, yo. Thanks, man. Appreciate the sub as well. Back on D2R. I mean, it's time to finish this up here, so I have to really get going. I mean, okay, we have like a week until PoE, right? But then, you know, we also have to do D4 preparations for the new season and stuff like that. So I guess, wait, when is the 5th? Is that Thursday next week? It's Thursday, right? Okay, so on Thursday is like the Warlock reveals and stuff, right before the PoE leak. And I don't know when the fuck they're gonna do the Season 12 stuff. But yeah, basically before PoE starts, I wanna get all of the Diablo stuff out of the way if I can. And until then, I need to do my fucking Ubers on this character. And that's a struggle, dude. Yo, Thunder. Thank you so man. Yes. Warlock time. 1-2 Warcries. Oh my god. I guess I'll just throw this.
Approach and let's trade.
D4 is Tuesday in a week, on the 10th of March.
Blessings to you.
I can't play more than one Diablo at a certain period of time. Yeah, you know, I also play D2, and then I play D4, and then I play D3. And do cycle, you know. Only a few days after PoE. Yeah, Diablo is on the 10th. Yeah, it's 4 days after. I mean, that's okay for me. If I blast PoE, you know, I usually do like one round of like Ubers and stuff with like my build, and then I kind of peace out anyway. So I'm probably gonna do something like that. But yeah, I guess it depends on when exactly they actually reveal all of the Season 12 stuff in the patch notes. Because I have to do like all of the guides and so on. And there's gonna be plenty of Maxroll updates. Hydra, Blizzard, Glacial Spike, okay. You see Grim Dawn is releasing another free DLC this year. Yes. And people have been talking about this for like 1.5 years or something, but yeah, haven't really seen much of it. And I also have never played Grim Dawn, so I'm still waiting for that thing to launch at some point. I wonder when they will launch it. I guess I have to do it like later in this year, right? Because the next months are full of, you know, a lot of stuff. We have PoE, D4, last Epoch. There's Dragon King as well, I guess. Then there's D4 again. Then there's PoE 2. So yeah, it has to be like sometime after May, I guess, when, or like after June even, right? Because people will play a lot of expansion in D4 and then a lot of like PoE 2 0.5, which is supposedly having big endgame updates as well. So I guess you would expect like a pretty big leak there as well. Yeah, people always say that the ghosts here are good for runes, but I don't trust it, man. I've gotten like 2 shit runes so far in like all these runs. Like imagine just finding counters, you know, I get like 1,000 times better runes, I feel. Is streaming still my only job at the moment? Well, I also do YouTube and I also do Maxroll, so these are like my 3 principal, like, works, I guess. But yeah, streaming is obviously the most time intense, but the other 2, you know, benefit from that time investment, so. For high runes, ghosts are better, okay. So you don't get many runes here, but just the good ones. Okay, I can see that. I wouldn't mind getting an Ohm again. It was really nice on my other guy to make like the call to arms. Oh my god, man. There's a later. Kinda funny how we got like almost half a level so far. Following this. It is on P3 and I killed all the elites, so I find kinda crazy actually how slow it is now. But yeah, it's like kind of a low level zone, I guess, at this point. I wonder how crazy fast it's gonna be when I do like actual Terror Zone farming. And we spec back to fire, I guess. That's gonna be nice and fast. Green Dawn is just like No Man's Sky, they just keep giving and giving. They were supposed to be done in 2019. I don't know, I mean, if they want to keep developing it and they have the funds and stuff, and I mean, that's good, no? Especially like, you know, if they have like a dedicated fan base and it also like kind of builds the goodwill for the future for, you know, another release with the community and so on. And you see how powerful that can be, you know, if you look at, you know, the history of, you know, first Diablo 2 and then Diablo 3 was like a disaster and it still, you know, was so incredibly commercially successful despite, you know, launching the way it launched. And you know, if they ever make like a Grim Dawn 2 or something, then yeah, I think it's gonna go crazy. Just because of stuff like that. Going to lose that. Yeah, at some point when I'm retired, I'm also gonna need to load up No Man's Sky. And just play it for like 5 years straight. Mephisto time. Nah, Mephisto time is far away right now. First of all, you need 3 keys, I have 0 still. Which is kinda wild. What can you do against physical immune? Many physical immunes you can break with just the circle. You see, these guys are not physically immune with the circle. And then you have your curse demon as well. So Amplify Curse by itself breaks almost every physical immunity, and maybe some Stone Skin Elites sometimes are not broken. But I mean, besides that, I mean, you also just have like non-physical damage, right? I mean, you have your Hex that does magical damage, so you can also just kill physical immunes even if they are still physical immune after all the curses and stuff. It's just a bit slower. And then, you know, maybe have like some other like non-physical damage. For example, there's like the Horizon Gloves if you have those. I use them on my others set up. They have a lot of fire damage on them, so there's that, or like, you know, some other like random like cold damage or lightning damage you might have. But yeah, I mean, this build is like, you know, you don't have any problems with any immunes basically. But yeah, trying to get a Bind Demon with Cursed. So my Hephasto here has it has Conviction Aura, which is kind of useless for me, but he has Cursed, so he just curses everything. Which is 100% physical damage amp, and that breaks 20% physical resistance when they're immune. And that usually makes them not immune anymore. The circle is very little. The circle does only 4%, I think. Okay, it's 5% for me actually at level 6. Yeah, so in case you don't know, when you have immunes, resistance shred is only like 1/5 as effective. So this 25% extra damage taken is actually minus 25% physical res. It just has like very weird tooltip in this game. But if they're immune, it's only 1/5 of that, so it's like minus 5% physical res. So if they have exactly 100, then you put it to 95 by putting down a circle. And the curse is 100% damage taken, which is minus 100% physical res. So if they're immune, or they were immune, then it's 1/5 as effective, so it's minus 20. So basically the circle plus the curse is 125, 1/5 of that is minus 25. So you can break immunities of monsters that have 120 res with that combo. Yo. And it didn't fix the bug though, right? We always said anyway, we don't need attack rating really on this build. We also don't really need speed very much, I guess. Did I rip? No. I'm chilling. Currently, no rips scheduled. Wait, what? You mount a normal cow? How do you do that? Do we save attack rating faster on walk? It's kind of an interesting charm, but I don't really have like a reason to use it right now. If you can get one of Fizz and Fire Immune, or at least Fizz Immune never dies, just tanks everything. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really care about that. I mean, the demon is like fucking invincible anyway. And the only time when I actually had to worry about it was when I was doing Lilith and Mephisto, like Uber Mephisto. Because it was a really long fight and, you know, they do a lot of damage and stuff. And this was only because I had a players 1 guy, right? Like if I capture this guy with players 8, he actually keeps the players count. So this guy's never gonna die. Yeah, I think this might be buggy or something. I'm not sure what I did with these demons, but they're like way too tanky. On the other hand, I mean, yeah, maybe it would be like an appropriate nerf, you know, if just like really nerf the bind demon HP to the point where it can actually die reliably and it's kind of expected to die sometimes. And then, you know, maybe we wouldn't go and farm the aura guy and like this Hephasto every time or something, right? Because it just takes too long. And then you would be kind of forced to take whatever demon kind of pops up nearby. And then you have to actually invest into the bind demon skill. At level 20 you actually get the aura for free as well. Right? I don't think you can have double aura. So basically it was just like bind demons until you get the right aura. And this would like also just nerf the class as a whole a little bit, which is probably okay. Or at least like nerf the bind demon. It's just one, okay. Yeah, you know, this means that, you know, investing 20 points into bind demon is like completely worthless, right? Because people just get the Hephasto and whatever, and that's it. So you don't actually get any benefit from that even. You know, bind demon is like such a one-point wonder. And okay, there's like the extra strong, extra fast, and spectral hits you can get. Where especially like the extra strong matters, I guess. Maybe extra fast as well, so maybe 10 points. But 10 points in endgame gear is actually easy to reach. You know, at some point you're gonna get 3 from the torch, you get 1 from Annihilus, and then, you know, you have like some other like random 5 ranks somewhere from your gear. Curse is the only one that seems broken. Yeah, I mean also like the, you know, super easy conviction aura that everyone has and stuff, I think is pretty insane. And just in fact, just the fact that, you know, they're like so tanky and they just like tank everything for you and stuff. I think it would be fine if they just like maybe keep it as it is, but they make him a lot squishier to the point where you have to heal them a bit. But then they also have to give you options to heal them, right? Like right now you can't heal the demon in the boss fight, for example. So what I think they should do is, you know, maybe nerf the bind demon HP by like, I don't know, 2/3 or something. And then allow Blood Boil to be cast with no corpse. But instead it takes like, sorry, not Blood Boil, I mean Engorge. Like instead of having, if there's no corpse, then just let it take like 15% of your life when you cast it or something, right? So you can actually heal your guy. Something like that, I think, would be kind of cool. Has there been a clone ladder walk? I mean, it's been like a week. Surely there has been a walk now. I think sometimes it's only like in certain servers though. I'm not sure exactly how this works at the declone online. I know offline you just need to find a Stone of Jordan and you win basically, but online it's only like in specific servers I believe when it happens. And people are talking about, okay, that's like in Asia region or something. So I'm not sure exactly how this system works there. Maybe we're gonna find a Stone of Jordan at some point. That's kind of tough to find, it seems. Dude, I have 0 keys, man. Need to sell a lot of SOJs. I heard the number is actually not that high. I thought it would be like thousands or tens of thousands or something, but apparently it's only like a few hundred, or like, I don't know, less than that even. Seems like a very small number actually. 75 to 150, yeah, okay. This is actually not very much, I think. Asia, Europe, America, leather, non-leather, hardcore, and softcore. Yeah, but the thing is, wait, are there actually regions? Like, with the servers? Like in a launcher, do you select like a region? Okay. What the fuck? 4% lifesteal, huh? This thing has 20 fast hit recovery, very slow attack speed, and this is fast attack speed. Wait, can he wear this? He has 187 strength, he can... Oh wait, he cannot. Wait, how much is it? Minus 12% requirements. Okay, so some levels. Damn. That is a big weapon, man. 66 to 646. It's like the highest damage weapon I've actually seen. And it's fast. Colossus is 210. Ah, shit, 210 is quite a lot. But he currently doesn't have any strength bonuses, so I guess I have to find an item that has strength for this guy. It has lifesteal as well. Even attack rating. And even poison to prevent heals. Actually a big weapon, man. I should lasso this thing. Oh my god. I'm not gonna replace that anytime soon, I think. The only really annoying thing in D2 is that if you want a completely different Warlock, you have to start brand new character from the one and grind all over again if you don't want to constantly respec. Yeah, okay, but how do you expect this to work, like in other games? I mean, you want to just like freely choose your skills all the time, like in D3 or something? I don't know, this doesn't really fit in this game. I think respecs are pretty easy to get. It's not really such a problem. First of all, you get free by default, right? And then you can also just farm them if you want, and you kind of incentivize to farm them anyway because of the Uber Ancients. It's 87 or 88 for the Merc. Oh, do they get that much strength from levels? Really? He's at 187, he's level 83. So 5 more levels, he's gonna get 23 more strength. Is it 5 levels? 5 strength per level or what? Sato said it's 210 for the Valve. It is for F base. Okay, we're not gonna F this. Wait, is there a recipe to make it ethereal? It's not a thing, right? Where can we find this build? This is Echoing Strike. You can find it on Maxroll. Okay, I need 10 more levels. Okay, so I'm basically not going to use this thing without having extra strength somewhere. 10 more levels is not happening. So... barely getting any XP. Like, since I logged in, I got like half a level. So... Eat Leviathan. My god, it's fucking pillar, man. I can't hit this guy. Is Leviathan like another weapon or something? What's that? With 40,000 FPS, eyes and brain catch all the gear. Yes. But if you have only 20,000 FPS, then you should maybe just check the board here. I mean, these days we have the technology on Twitch to just like go back a few seconds on the live stream and you can rewatch it, right? And then you can pause it. Easy clap. And you can even watch my stream with like, you know, 1 second delay and you will not have music and you can play your own music if you want. Let's do this. 35% damage transfer now, it's crazy. Like at this point, like each point is actually like starting to scale exponentially and we can feel it. This 2% per level now is actually 3%. And soon it's gonna be like 4% in a few more levels. It's getting kind of wild. And then every other like extra level, like I think this needs to be nerfed. This fucking Blood Oath is way too crazy. Maybe this is like the main thing they need to nerf actually, because it makes both you and the demon way too tanky, I guess. It's insane. Just down 50 strength. Nah, I mean, this guy just needs like plus 23 strength. I mean, I can afford to wait a few levels. But yeah, I don't think this character will go like above 90 or something, for example. So... cold and maximum damage and the attack rating. Okay, this is a keeper, I guess. Other classes have also gotten stronger. Oh. The new jewel. Yeah, okay, I'm not talking about the jewel. I mean, the jewel affects most builds pretty equally, right? It's just like the similar stats, similar damage boost for everyone. I mean, this doesn't really count for anything. I guess, okay, it does count, like, in the sense that every build is getting, like, a similar amount stronger at some point in a very late game with that jewel. And this means that, you know, like, melee gets more and more outclassed compared to ranged, because, you know, like, the potential downside of range being weaker than melee, for example, you know, ceases to exist more and more when you power creep the game. And so, you know, just, like, melee in general is getting outclassed, I guess. But I guess it's not really a Warlock problem. Although Warlock does have a few melee skills actually, and I really don't want to play any of them. Everything except Assassin. Why not Assassin? Because of the Mosaic removal. Yeah, I mean, okay, but you know, there's like more builds than just Mosaic on the Assassin. And honestly, it's good that I get rid of it. Like, I don't think I would like to play Mosaic Assassin. It just seems like way too ridiculous. And it kind of like, you know, turns the entire like concept of comb points and stuff upside down, right? You just have infinite comb points. Like, what the fuck is that system even? Like, who came up with that idea? Like, what's the point, man? That's so stupid. I think the whole design of Mosaic was flawed from the start. It's also kind of strange because Mosaic is basically like a modern D3 or D4 style legendary effect. It's not like a, you know, Diablo 2 item. Like Diablo 2 items don't have these effects that Mosaic has. And for some reason they just like put it in the game here. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. But it's good that they are correcting it. And this guy really doesn't want to drop anything, man, holy.
Good day.
Chance not consume charges literally in D4 for various skills. I mean, there's something like that for Caltrops, I think. But that's the only example I can think of right now, and I mean, it's a completely pointless there. But yeah, like my entire point was that this is not a Diablo 2 design, you know, the whole like mosaic effect, right? This is like a Diablo 3 style effect. It's not a Diablo 2 style like unique. You know, there is nothing like that for anything in the, like it doesn't have to be exactly like the can't consume charge or, you know, something that affects a skill in that way even, you know. That is like weird. "12 lighting rest, huh? Better than 9 lighting rests, I guess. Better than 5 lighting rests, actually, and it will cap me. Actually, yeah, almost 74 now. Okay. Need a bit of cold. A lot of poison. This is my favorite class, I need to... I wouldn't say that. But it's pretty good. Definitely had a fun time with the Warlock. I played 3 Warlocks now back to back. And they were all pretty cool. At least those 3 builds that I had. 2 builds, I guess. Like this one and Fire. Like, I like the Fire Warlock a lot. The Fire Warlock is pretty nice. This one is also nice, but, you know, it could be better. And yeah, the Magic one I didn't like very much, so I only played that quite a little. I think the chains are way too clunky and stuff. They're kinda crappy to use. Wouldn't mind if the chains had like a bit less damage and like faster cast rate and stuff like that maybe. And a bit more control over where they land would be nice. think my two favorites are probably still Amazon and Druid. I'm kind of a Druid enjoyer.
Good day.
Oh, shit. Whoa. Okay. What do I do now? I guess I can rid of this one here. And like one more small. Here's a poison rest charm. Let's do this. Wow. Actually, I'm overcut on fire a little bit. Can I do this? I can remove down one. And keep the poison rest maybe. 15 life is not bad. Actually, it's 17 life for some reason. I have the buff from the goat, right? Okay. If I take off the big one, it's only 17 for a Grand Charm. It's kind of shit. I kind of want to... Do I have like any other smaller charm for fire? No. I need like a fire charm at some point. So I think I'm gonna keep this for now. And remove the... this is very nice, the 15 life and the 7 fire rest there. Damn, that was a charm, dude. It's like probably the best item I've found so far, actually. Well, okay, besides the... this is probably the better one. This one is correct. But, that charm, at least for my own gear, is very nice. Trying to get a torch. I mean, that's the goal, right? Yeah, once you have a torch, we're chilling. Like, once you have the torch, we're absolutely, like, chilling on, like, attributes, on defense, and whatever, so... Then we can actually start getting a bit of magic find in our gear and so on, I guess. Because this gets so much rest, and... It's like 40 to 80 rest, man, from that's fucking charm. It's insane. Like, okay, I actually don't care about the all attributes, really. I have, like, all my attributes that I need pretty much anyway from, like, what I got. But yeah, a bit more attributes for, like, dex, for, like, blockage chance and stuff wouldn't hurt, I suppose. Bit of mana, okay. And, a bit of life on the vitality. But yeah, what we really want is the rest on the torch. And if that doesn't roll like completely terrible, I'm gonna be happy. Like if it's like 15 plus or something, then I'm okay. This guy doesn't drop this fucking key, man. It's crazy. Any declone possibility on hardcore soon? I don't know how many people are really doing hardcore in this game, but I imagine it probably takes a while. Although, I mean, there's probably like more interest than normal because of the like ladder event they did. Yo, Burke. Having a blast coming back into D2 this week. Yeah, same. Didn't expect I would play D2 again, but here we are, man. And I'm enjoying it. What armor should I go for? Paladin, Merc, got Andaris as a helm. I don't know, maybe chat has some suggestions. something that makes him very, very tanky. Like usually when I try to fix the res, but I mean if you're high enough level, then at some point they just have a lot of res and you need like a tiny bit of res somewhere. Basically, I'm not sure if Andariel has any res. But trying to cap the resistances on your Merc is kinda useful. He gets like I think 1 res every level or so. But yeah, it's not enough to like completely cap them, I guess. Hell playthrough? I mean, the playthrough part is relatively trivial at this point. Unless I do like some major fuck up. And we are just waiting for the keys to drop. I'm just doing like the key farm while going for the axe. So we are stuck in Act 2 now. Another Colossus Welch, let's see. It's also not bad, but it has knockback, okay. Knockback kills it like completely, man. Like knockback on a Merc is like log out, dude. Oh, it's a pretty good weapon as well, 7 lifesteal. It has speed, damage, attack rating. It's almost like the other one, just worse. You have minus 35 res on the Andarius, very cool.
Good day.
Ah, Natalia's set. Yo, wait a second. 40 run walk and double res. Cold and lightning. Cold lightning and okay, we have big fire here. Yo, these are insane actually. I don't think I can use them just yet, or can I? Wait a second. If I remove this thing. This is lightning, lightning is 37 lightning, we get 22 back. And what is this neck here? 24 RS. So you still lose a bit of fire. And we lose a bit of lightning. We are exactly capped and exactly capped right now. So soon. This thing is nuts. I guess I can probably stop picking up blue boots at this point, actually. Like, you're never gonna equip something like this here, for example. Or this. Also this build down. That's called lightning. Okay, this would fix the lightning. I would still have to get fire rest somewhere. You have this charm. Maybe I can do it actually. Let me try. But I will give up the... Okay, we get -9 faster unlock, but we get +40, so that's fine. We get -2 lifesteal, but we have some there. Maybe it's fine.
What can I do for you?
Oh, sorry, a RAL in it. I think the problem is my faster cast rate, right? Faster cast rate, I think 75 is the breakpoint. We had 78. So if I remove this, I'll lose that. But let's see it anyway. Okay, lightning is capped. Fire is missing a little bit. Cold is capped. Actually, I think I'll do it. Even if I lose the faster cast rate breakpoint. At some point I'll get like a 10% FCR ring or some shit. I guess I can try to craft an FCR ring as well. But this one is not bad. It has pretty big res. And this one I won't replace anytime soon, so... This one is just kind of bad, I guess. Okay, one fire rest jump. It was like a fire rest jump. Where did I put it? And then we're gonna be slightly undercut on fire rest, which is okay. There's life, letting rest. This one. Okay, 71 fire. Perfect. Perfect. And we have positive poison now as well. And we have a lot of faster run walk. And slightly less life. Actually... Yeah, I'd have to get rid of... I have to get a cold rest somewhere. Basically I need like a plated build like the other one, but a cold rest instead of the lightning rest, that would be something. This build is not great. I'll try to improve this at some point. Okay, we're fast as fuck, boy. Let's go. Anis are getting ported over from D to R ladder to Raider to Warlock. Wait a minute, a second. You can start a ladder character in one ladder and then go to the other? What the fuck is that? You can craft a caster build. Yeah, true actually. They also have FCR, right? How much do we need? We need 7% only, so we need like a pretty crappy roll. Okay, yeah, we might try that actually. We have been stacking up gold for a while, so maybe. But we kind of need to hit exactly the cold rest because I don't have any other way of getting cold rest. The gloves also have cold rest. I do have the Targur gloves which have cold rest, I think a bit more than my current gloves. And the poison is not that important. Actually, I can maybe just equip the other glove. Wait a second. I have the Targur glove. And they give me faster cast rate, so this might be a solution for now. God, we're so fast now off the boots, it's crazy. If you convert ladder LOD character to as a Warlock, it stays as a Warlock ladder character. Yeah, that is kind of stupid.
Presence honors me. Hello.
Greetings.
What's my gold anyway? 1.3 mil, 1.6 mil. We can work with that. He's also built with lightning rest. So he has one with lightning and... I know, this is the one actually, wait. I thought I had another one with cold, but that's actually what you're looking for. It's just life. I mean, it's just like not good enough anyway. Oh, actually, what's the level for this? Level 30. Yeah, good cold. Okay, but the thing is, on the other hand, like Annihilus and Thunders and so on, I mean, realistically, most people are playing the latest version, right? Like, most people are playing the Warlock version and not the old one. So, is it really such a problem that people can get, you know, the chance on like the old version and stuff like that? I guess not, right? Because there's like so much less volume of trading and whatever. But yeah, there's definitely like this kind of dangerous risk of there could be a strategy that involves you have to start a character as a non-Warlock character and then transform it, and you know, it's kind of stupid either way, you know, it's just like you have to kind of close that whole window there. But a 40% faster run walk actually feels a lot more impactful than I anticipated. I'm on players 8? No, this is players 3 right now. I guess I could up it a bit, I'm kind of strong. Maybe the players 5. You always want to do an uneven number, because only at the uneven numbers the loot goes up, I think. Well, like, you know, once HP scaling is linear at every step. Okay, if it's that powerful, they don't care about players 8, they can do players 8, I guess, if you're after XP and, you know, you kill everything instantly, but in my case, I'm not really killing everything instantly, and, you know, at some point we're gonna be there, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really getting any XP at all. Like, I've got like half a level since I've been. The last, like, I don't know, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. How long have I been up? XP is like non-existent here right now. Oh boy. I'm level 84. Crazy how low leveled I am. And since I was in hell, I've been mostly on players 3. It's crazy how much faster the XP is when you're like using the players command. Even only players 3. And I mean, okay, I was doing players 8 when I was like in normal and nightmare and stuff, but then, you know, I kind of like lowered it. But it's still like, I'm so overleveled. And I have also killed a lot less monsters, right? Because I have not been, you know, going the wrong way that much and so on. Like, if you look at this, here, this is 85 and this is 85. They're both 85. And I've killed Ubers already, and, you know, I've found Terror Zones a bunch and whatever. So I'm almost the same level, man. Insane. I wish you could use the players command online. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of weird when, you know, people join a game that has like a players command ongoing and then it overrides that players command or something like that, right? And then it would also like kind of discourage these sort of like online like community like interaction, I guess. I think like a bigger problem is that people will go online and don't actually play together, right? It's like really punishing to actually play together instead of just like, okay, you make an online game and then everyone goes their own way. And this is just like way better, right? Like especially for like herald farming, like you spawn the heralds much faster, you get a lot more of them and this kind of stuff. And you get the Sunders this way. And then you also have like people to share the Sunders with. So, you know, you can give this one to that guy and this one to that guy. So not only do you get them much more easily, and you can farm Terror Zones much more reliably by having more of the Worldstone shards in the party, but also, you know, then you also have this like whole system with like, okay, only the 5th plus Herald actually drops the Sunder. So there's like Like, it's very hard to even get 5 guys if you're like in a solo game. But yeah. It would probably be more interesting if there was like a bigger reason to actually play together in a party, you know? And run content together and stuff. Hell clap. There's easy clap and there's hell clap. Level 27. Okay. Not even that terrible. Okay, so blue boots, we said we don't care anymore, right? Yeah, it's basically no way I'm gonna beat these. I would need like, I'm not sure how much res I can even get. I guess I can get like other combinations of 40 run Borg and like one big res. Instead of Cold and Lightning specifically. So maybe we're gonna keep looking at them a little bit. How's the key farm going? Terrible, actually. I've at 0 keys, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I got the counters done, but yeah, here, nothing.
Good to see you.
Elder boots, yeah, but elder boots are not blue. I was debating if I'm gonna hide blue boots now on the filter. And I think I might. I think we have kind of outgrown blue boots at this point. Odd rune. Incredible high rune drops here from these ghosts. Try to build the stuff. Interesting, actually. So these guys are undead, but I can still leech life on them. So is it only like skeletons you can't leech life from and stuff? You can shop 40 run walk, 40 rest boots on vendors. Yeah, but I'm, you know, this is like not even an upgrade, right? This one has 42 res. And also has some other small stuff like extra defense and whatever. Here's stamina, okay, I guess we don't really care, but shopping these sort of boots, you know, it's will probably take forever, so I'm not even trying that. Unless I'm really desperate and I really need this one res, and then I will try to shop for them maybe or so. And I guess that'll be like a way faster endeavor than trying to like identifying these boots on the ground and so on. Especially if like, you know, increasing inventory pressure. Get a low rune drop. Yo, nice. On this guy, I don't really have any big runes so far. I got an ohm and a jar on my other guy, but since the ladder started I got nothing. Limb is my highest. Low is like 8 more or so, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 8 more. Pretty good.
Good day.
Oops. Oops. Didn't identify this. Time for Fortitude weapon. Yeah, is Fortitude even an upgrade over Insight though in this build? I guess Fortitude chest is what it would do, not a weapon. On this guy at least. Fortitude weapon is Biz or was? I need to check it out again. I definitely had it on my list of, okay, rune word to make. But I mean, it's like a very hard to make rune word. Or probably not too much of an upside. At least. But if you don't have the runes anyway and you don't want to use them for something else. Warlock Needle is Biz and Doom is second Biz. Okay, none of that rings a bell. Monarch. Speaking of Biz, it's free socket. Close. Okay, let's see what is this here. Warlock. Hyperion Spear. 4 to all skills. Enhanced damage, ignore target defense, deadly strike, and poison. This doesn't seem that useful actually. I mean, okay, 4 to all skills is not bad. A bit of damage, but it's not like crazy. Ignore target defense does not work on elites, right? And it doesn't matter for Echoing Strike anyway, because Echoing Strike already ignores target defense anyway. Huge deadly strike. I mean, deadly strike, okay, but don't you get like quite a lot of crit chance anyway? Okay, I guess you don't really put a lot of points here, right? You have 19% crit chance. Sure, I guess a deadly strike is useful. Do we save a free socket monarch? Maybe. I'm not sure what to make of it though. Okay, let's see. Doom. Hell, low, chum. Oh my god. Low and chum and and is also pretty high, right? Where's the Pol mal ist. No, this is actually. So okay, is not a bad. Minus cold rest, deadly strike, open wounds, prevent monster heal, freeze target. Does the freeze target work actually? Oh, this is kind of interesting actually. So Doom is very nice because it has the Holy Freeze aura on you, so you don't need to put it on your demon. So you can run a Fanaticism demon instead and a Might guy. So that is kind of interesting, I think. But none of this has like faster cast rate. But I guess if you hit like 75 faster cast rate anyway, which is probably doable at some point with other stuff. 35 faster cast rate is pretty useful here. That's the attributes, has the crit strikes, has the MF. Yeah, you have to make up for the faster cast rate and the magic find somewhere at least. And then you have to have a merc up with the insight for the mana. Okay, but Doom is like never happening anyway, so that's fine. Not in SSF. So, Fortitude, let me see that one. Chilling armor when struck, that's kind of cool. Faster cast rate, free not enhanced. Yeah, so this is something I'll put on the... Wait, isn't there like a chest of that? Yeah, I will put it on the chest. I think it's just better as a chest instead of a weapon, and then have a different weapon. 300 enhanced damage is kind of cracked. Like, I think the enhanced damage on the chest should be way more impactful than on the weapon, right? Because you have all this flat damage from your skill, And that should get buffed by the chest, but not by the weapon, right? Ethereal Crown. With 3 sockets, we can make a vulnerable for our guy, I guess. As we don't do no chest because they can't have Enigma to DP around. Yeah, okay, that's true. Enigma is too good. But then you have to get Enigma. So good luck, I guess. Although I did find the jar rune on the other guy, so... Once you have that, I guess you're almost there. No D and D20. I think this guy died above the space. Unlucky. Small charm.
Where can I take you?
What you need?
Or an F charm. I might save that actually. I can use it at some point. My MF is like really bad right now anyway. How much do we have? 23. It's literally just my inside, man. Oof. Yeah, this thing needs to be replaced at some point, man. This is like not it anymore. She surely has an insane build? No? Okay. Hi Chris, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I plan to use Death Rune Road. I was just discussing some rune roads. I need to check the Death one as well, I don't know that one. I've seen it once, but I don't remember what it has. Wait, where's the elite guy? Oh, we got him, okay. Okay, this needs a Vex, but otherwise pretty easy, I guess. This also has big deadly strike, enhanced damage, attack rating, glacial spike on attack. Funny, okay. Wait, does that even work? Does he on attack even work with echoing strike? Okay, how does it compare to Doom? Doom has the aura, right? And the all skills. Nah, Doom is kind of cracked. Okay.
Your presence honors me.
Does not work, okay. Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely much easier to make the other one.
Yes.
Good day.
20 mana. I don't think this is really gonna be something for me anymore. 6 Fire Rest Charm. I like that. And we got a bunch of jewels here. We can definitely try to make some caster builds. I think this one can be improved. Maybe when I have my keys, I'll try to make like a belt. Socket dimensional plate. Is there any chance I would like to have like a 6-socket rune weapon for a caster when I play fire? I guess you can check the rune words. A staff. And I need a sword. Okay, that's a bit of a struggle. Let's go so fast as fuck, man. The best place for an insight like F Colossus Vault? Yes.
Good day.
That'll be pretty good too. How do you do those? Melee weapons, rune words, filter, sockets. So there's only 5 rune words of 6 sockets on weapons. Those are swords, weapons, staffs, swords, hammers, axes, and weapons. So Breath of the Dying. That is also pretty insane. Actually has big life and mana steal and 30 all attributes. It's pretty good too, to be honest. But it needs a sword. And also has a giga attack speed that we don't care about. Okay, last wish. Jar, Mal, Jar, Sword, Jar, Bear. Okay, anything else? Might order when equipped. 70 crushing blow. 50 MF, okay. Pretty good though. But it has life tap on striking. Okay, it's only 10% chance. And it won't even proc anyway if I can strike, so not really great. It has a fade. Damn, this thing is insane actually. Obsession. 4 skills, 65 cast rate. Yeah, now we're talking actually. But this thing has like no damage. 70 res though, damn. 25 life. So it does have damage, but I guess that's okay. We don't care that much about the weapon damage. Yeah, this one is kind of nice. Okay, we need a Zod. The rest is easy. And then silence. Needs a Vax. 11 mana steal. Hits blind target plus 33. Oh, this has a flea as well. Unlucky. A Fal, IO, if... Okay, so this is not that bad actually. Combat skills, Barb. It's actually fairly easy to make, but also not that great. I wouldn't run this over a inside, I guess.
Good to see you.
Obsession is the ultimate fire warlock item. Yeah, I'm gonna worry about this later, I guess. When you actually respect the fire. Like first I had to kill the Ubers at some point. Is this the best Diablo? I tried playing 4 for a bit, was alright. Yeah, I mean, for some people this is the best Diablo, yeah. But there's not that many of those people anymore. It's definitely the most famous, I guess. This looks better. Oh, I'll try it out. It's pretty fun. But I mean, you do have to be a sucker for 30-year-old designs if you want to play this and enjoy it. You know, it is a very old game with very old philosophies. I got us.
Yes?
Good day.
I'm out of keys actually.
The order welcomes you.
For the most part, I don't get dopamine and drops in D4 like in D2. Yeah. There's too much and everything is too easy to get. That's for sure. And also maybe like too much target farming. Maybe D4 would be better with less target farming. I think it's fine that some things are target farmable. Especially like, you know, materials and so on. And I mean, there is target farming in D2 as well, right? Like you can go to certain places to get certain things, you know. It's not like a problem per se of target farming. I think having some sort of target farming is fine, so you actually have like some agency over, and like, you know, you can fix the RNG. It's just that, I guess in D4 it's like everything is like too easy to get. And that's kind of the problem. And so, you know, there's like nothing really you want to go for. He don't mind doing Mephisto 100 times in a row, but he do mind doing Belial 100 times in a row. Yeah, because, you know, why the fuck does Belial drop like 8 items every time you kill him or something, right? Instead of 1. Why isn't it just 1? Oh, I feel a little better. Yeah, I guess the bigger problem is also like, why do we even have the possibility to do Belial 100 times in a row, right? Like, this should not even happen. Like, I want to do all the bosses like 90% less often. And I want all of them to drop like 90% less of their loot as well. And that would be a lot more interesting, I think. On hard to be cautious of the new heralds. Once you unlock the herald zones, they slap. Yeah, I've done like all the way to like T4 herald, and it wasn't really that crazy. Yeah, I guess they also scale up not just in HP but also in damage. Ooh, 10 lightning with small jump, that's kinda big. Depending on the zone effects, okay. Oh, I'm not walking. Walk! What the fuck? Did the goat actually block me? We've been getting some big charms here lately. Oh, wild. Not for every resistance type yet, but we're getting there. Another odd rune, it's my third odd rune here. I was promised high runes. Debated. Oh, it happened, man. The first key. Dude, that took way too long. Got the Annie today, or rather no Asia shenanigans on hardcore. I did not get an Annie because I'm playing offline. I need to find the Stone of Jordan myself. Would be nice to have an Annie though. At some point.
Greetings.
Yo, Rule. Thanks for what's up as well. Good shit at 32. We got ganked by Exile Strong Herald Archer yesterday. Okay, so tell me more about that. Like, what happened there? Was it like the 5th Herald, or was it like a less than 5? And what did you play? How much HP did you have? Is it 5th like much harder than the 4th, for example? Because I killed the 4th, and that was relatively easy still. On my fire guy at least. But I mean, I don't know, I didn't really try to tank them exactly. So do they just like one-tap you or what? I'm not scared of being one-tap. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to learn, like how hard are the heralds. So maybe they are just one-tapping you, and maybe I just have to like dodge everything. I mean, I don't mind that, but I guess it can be dangerous. But I mean, that's what you gotta do when you try to get a charm, I guess. Really depends on the monster type. If you teleport a demon on top of them, they can just aggro on a demon. Yeah, they can also just like casually one-shot you when you do that, so doesn't sound like the best idea necessarily.
What you need?
But I guess you can like teleport close and then let the demon aggro. You have to find 5 heralds, and then you can start having a chance to find thunderers. So every like 5th and on, they don't scale up anymore, but you know basically 5 and 5 plus are like the same heralds, and they have a chance to find. Actually, the 4th I've heard. Apparently the 4th one can already drop thunder. But yeah, it goes to 5 and then it stops scaling. But yeah, apparently people are just not getting thunders at all, basically, so like not a thing. Unless you like giga try hard farm them in like an 8-man party with everyone like, you know, terrorizing the entire act and split farming and stuff like that, then I guess you're gonna get something, and then, you know, it's still like a 1 in 6 to even get the right one, right? So realistically you also want to trade for them once you have one. But yeah, Fire Thunder definitely would be kinda insane. Physical Thunder? I'm not sure. Like on this build I probably wouldn't even run a Physical Thunder. Because you also take more damage and stuff, right? It's like also a downside. Pascal needs 41 T5 heralds to drop the first Thunder. Yeah, that's kind of wild. So I found like an hour of Act 1. I did like the entire Act 1 and I got 4 heralds when I tried it. So basically only one of them had even a chance to drop a Thunder. And that took me like an hour or something. It's actually kind of nice belt. You could upgrade it. I'll save this one. What the fuck is this set?
Yes.
It would be nice if you could like control left click NPCs to open the trade window immediately like in the PoE. You don't really need to have a good demon buddy. I mean, okay, like once you're like fully endgame geared, I guess having the Thunder is still not bad, because you will just like insta-kill everything and you don't have to wait for the curse to apply, or wait, like you don't want to use this fucking like circle anymore at some point, I guess, and so on, right? You just want to like insta one-shot the entire screen and move on. But I guess realistically, when you're at that point, he's gonna play Fire again. This Fire is just like insane. When you get at a point where you have Thunders and all the other shit, then you just play Fire. And you're destroying stuff, I guess. Yeah, I got 1 key just like a few months ago, finally. I'm definitely overdue, like all of them, to be honest. I should have them completed by now. It's like roughly a 1 in 10, I think, for me. And I'm pretty sure I've done more than 30 runs. I got 1 key, so unlucky. And the fucking counters was also horrible, man. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but it's rough. And then after that we can complete Act 3, Act 4, and then go to Niederflag, I guess. And then we'll see. Oh look, there we go. 2 keys. 1 more. Oh, I'm not sure if I actually opened the book already. I think I need to open the book, and I don't think I have the last waypoint.
Good day.
Yeah, 3 and 2. Okay, so at least now we're like more than halfway done, so that's something. Yeah, I don't have the canyon yet, so I have to remember to actually just continue. So we're gonna pick up the key and immediately continue, I suppose, to go to Duril. Blue Monarch? Not quite. Actually, I think is a Monarch just like 35k by itself? Or let me check that. I wonder if that's actually 35k. Doesn't one of the cards now always have like amp damage? Could be. But yeah, the thing is like with amp damage you have to wait for it to apply. And okay, you can have like Holy Lightning or even better Holy Freeze to apply Cursed very consistently to everything. But it still doesn't break all of the physical immunes. But yeah, most of them I guess, and it's like good enough. You don't really need a Thunder Charm as like a physical Warlock. Back to back? No. Might try running past everything. Yeah, but then I don't get any loot and stuff. And it's kind of boring. And I mean, I already run past a lot of stuff, you know. I mostly just kill the elite packs and then like really big packs of ghosts or something. Yeah, a blue Monarch is just like 35k, kinda good. And we're actually almost 85. We're still getting some XP slowly. Like here, would you really want to run past a pack like this, man? It's juicy. And I think I killed all of them off the edge. Unlucky. I thought they were on the platform. Oops. It's really hard to judge sometimes. Alright, 9 of tails. That's the guy. Oh my god. unlucky. I'm preparing for Torch Ubers or Uber Ancients. For now, just a Torch. I mean, Uber Ancients would be nice as well, but I don't even have Terror Zones right now since I haven't get bailed yet. I guess I could have just like finished Bail and then unlock Terror Zones, and every time I get like, you know, Andariel or whatever, I could log in. Apparently, I heard it's not that hard to get the keys for the Uber Ancients. So apparently in like one Terror Zone rotation, you could realistically get it. Apparently it's like a 10% chance to drop or something. So I guess I could try to do Uber Ancients as well on this guy before PoE starts. I would just have to like kind of like pay attention to it and kind of like, I don't know, while I'm doing other stuff, let D2 run on the side, and every time the Terror Zone pops up, I'm gonna go there and like farm Andariel for half an hour or some shit. I mean, that would be a way to do it, I guess. If I have time for it, maybe I'll try it. But yeah, if it only takes me like, let's say, less than 5 hours to prepare the Uber Ancients, that would actually be less time than it takes for this shit, right? I've certainly spent 5 hours already on these fucking keys, and I'm halfway done. I thought, you know, I would play offline to get the keys way faster, but it is ridiculous, man. Like, I got the faster on online in Players 1 with random maps. That's crazy. I guess I'm just giga unlucky. Act, Terror Zone, Pop, Insta, Switch. What do you mean with Switch? I haven't touched Warlock, didn't know it had that many binds. Okay, I mean, one of them is Town Portal, the other one is Scroll of Identification, just so I can see my current count. What the fuck is Path Ice? A shield, apparently. Switch to the boss, stop everything I was doing. Alk energy. Yeah, basically.
Your presence honors me.
I mean, there is like 1, 2, 3, 4 buff skills. This is always on right click anyway. Yeah, the only thing that is like actually rotating is Blade Warp and Sigil. So D and A is what I press. And then every 2.5 minutes I do F1, F2. And every 4.5 minutes I do Q. And then F1, F2. And then whenever I remember, I press S. And F I never press. And W I never press, basically.
What can I do?
So it's kind of chill actually with the keybinds, I'd say. The world zone shards are common enough in Terror Zones so you can create your own pretty easily after just a little bit of farming. Yeah, okay, but the shards are only for 1 kill, right? And if it's like a 10% chance to get one of the Uber Ancient shards statues, then that's not really cutting it. So you definitely have to wait for the Terror Zone to appear and then, you know, just farm that boss when the Terror Zone is up. And just like do nothing else, basically. Just go straight for the boss. I guess it would be helpful to learn how to skip Bail waves. Because I guess you can do it faster this way. Get more damage. Yeah, okay, but I mean, skipping Bails is still faster even if you one-shot them now. But I guess if you basically one-shot them, then okay. you don't have to bother, and you still get loot there and so on. And who knows if you even, like, you know, manage to save enough time to even get one more Bale kill in just 30 minutes. Dude, another Ord rune. This is actually getting ridiculous. I have 4 of them now. And 1 I think. That's it. Very poor rune drops here. Where's my jar? Oh, if. Wow. I feel like Ord is the most common rune. I mean, maybe it is actually. I guess like some of the lower runes are kind of like lower chance to drop at some point compared to some of the like slightly less shady runes. I mean, I have 8 Ord, 9 Ord now. 23 Tal. Tal seems to be the most common for me. I remember that dropping all the time. I haven't converted any runes, I think. So Tal is a lot.
Good to see you.
A lot of gold here. Guess it's time to gumba some belts at some point or craft. How's it looking actually? We can do 3 caster crafts. Can also do some blood crafts, I guess. I'm not sure if safety would be useful. Is that topaz or no, sapphire, right? Eld is your rarest non-high rune. We have 13 and 99 of everything on the bottom row and most at the middle row. How the fuck do I have 99 of all of the like bottom row? What the fuck? FCR and 9 life leash. That seems kind of nice. I mean, mana leash is not that important. I feel like Insight covers it pretty well. Especially if you have like more like random energy from like Torch and whatever. You're gonna be chilling at some point with mana. I think mana leash is relatively optional in late game. Life leash is nice to have though. If echoing strikes, you need to pay attention to Uber Bale, reflect ability, not kill yourself. Yeah, I know. I'll definitely not press Echoing Strike this time. Last time I killed myself accidentally, and I didn't realize that he has this chilling armor thing. But yeah, like I'm just gonna like melee him down. Like he doesn't do any damage anyway, so I just like stand there and melee him. You can probably do it in one go. As long as I have him like separated and Mephisto is down and whatever, then I can probably do a Bale in one go and just kill him without going back to town. Just with Mirror Blade. I think I can probably disable mana pots. Now I think about it. I don't think I really want to see mana pots. But that's kind of like a nice indicator of having killed the elite cedar pots, I gotta say. I guess gold helps too. Just have to position your demon between you and him and you'll be fine. Yeah, but then the demon is gonna get giga blasted. Okay, maybe the demon will live, but... The thing is, you're mostly in melee range anyway, and then, okay, there's no point in like even starting to echoing strike because I was gonna kill him while in melee range while doing, you know, my open wounds application and stuff. Although I guess realistically, besides Mephisto, I can kill the others with ranged attacks if I wanted and not do crushing blow at all. Because they can be poisoned, right? It's only Mephisto that is immune. So, only for Mephisto I actually have to go melee, and the others I could do ranged with a poison charm. If I wanted. But yeah, I don't think I was gonna do that. I'm just gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna like melee this guy down with crushing blow. But yeah, look at us, like, mana steal, I don't know. Yeah, okay, we are going down in mana. But if we had a bit more, I don't think we would need it. We have only 300 max mana. Mana is greater than insight. Yeah, but I mean, what else can I put on the Merc? And also, it doesn't always work, right? Like sometimes you just shoot into nowhere, or like especially when you get to the point where it's like one-shot everything, then you know, you have like some mana steal guy, and that's gonna be annoying. It doesn't work on undead. Actually, it might work. Maybe Light Pitch is just the only one that's disabled, right? I think actually it might work. I'm not sure if you can leech mana on undead.
Your presence honors me. Good day.
Holy angelic sickle. Ordrune! Oh my god, man. Funny part is I doubled my Ordrune count while farming these keys. I have like 5 now here. And almost nothing else. I have an If and an or 2 maybe. Oh boy. Did not expect to end up there. Teleport me right in the middle of the pack, man. Holy. Because these fucking pillars here. Come on, one more key. Just one key, guys. You need a Sojourn for your build and you play offline. Okay, no problem. Good luck.
What can I do for you?
Please look at mask. I'll save that. Oh boy. That's kind of nasty here. These guys are super fast. I have curse on me. The X are fast, X are strong. Okay, dude. Flickering flame. Remember that actually. Vaguely. B2 fire skills, resist fire aura. Nev pool Vex. Ah, I mean the free socket mask I got. B2 fire skills. Kinda nice actually. Yo. And not hard to make. Okay, Vex is not easy, I guess, but it's not crazy. Vex is here. Definitely something to keep here. I think I already have a bunch of like free sockets. Yeah, it's like a normal mask as well. Okay. Yo, 10 Cauldrons. Are you getting charms? Maoist, okay. Did I get a Vex last time? No, I got an Ohm, but not a Vex, I think. Or maybe I still have one, I'm not sure. On the online character. Woohoo. Basically amazing how every level I'm getting like 3-4% tankier right now. And 85, you can still get like a bunch of level ups relatively reliably. I actually tied my other two Warlocks now, they're both 85 as well. Where are my heralds? I'm running out of max. Yeah, I think the bad part about this herald farm is that you have to stay in like one session for so long to even like start getting a chance to get all these things and so on, right? I think it's a bit too crazy. Like I like the idea of like, you know, being incentivized to stay in one game instead of like relogging every 2 minutes or every minute or something. I think that is actually a really good part of this whole like herald farm, but I don't know, it should probably start with the first herald already having a chance, and then the chance kind of scales up a little bit or something. Because if you already know that, okay, you're farming like a terror zone and you don't actually have the Broadstone shards to like continue or something right now, then, you know, you're just gonna go new game anyway, right? And there's not even a point to try to get the heralds and so on. I guess they still have like better loot, I don't know. I guess you can still get the loot from them, which apparently is like improved. You get a Thunder from T2 Herald. Okay, so is this possible? Interesting. I thought it would be only 4 and 5.
Greetings.
Hide the mana pots entirely, I think. They changed it for online, but not for offline. Wait, what? Belt. Could be interesting. Any keys? Oh, inside it drops a plate mail. Okay.
Your presence
I don't think Terra increases magic farm, but increases enemy level a lot, which modifies what it can get for enemies. Yeah, so at some point it can like, first of all it can like level very easily as well, right? And then you can also just get like all the items.
What you need?
Yo, 5 lifesteal, 25 open boons. I think also has 5 lifesteal and then a bit of res.
put that to good use. Put that to good use.
I'll save this thing if I don't really have... I mean, I will have open wounds anyway, but... might be useful to keep that. Mavinas, 20 faster run walk. 5 mana steal. I like that, but I can't really afford this right now. Wait, you need to be in a terror zone levels 94. So I can drop everything. Damn, that's actually kind of high. Oh! Freedom! Okay, where do we go? On track 3. I don't have the stuff with me though. Funny how he just stopped nothing. Just key. But I'll take that.
I call it.
Guy's surprisingly tanky. Ooh. Dude, I'm getting charms here today. Holy. All rest small charm. I like that. What was the other one I had? 7 all rest and 5 faster run walk. Crazy. But how many elites are here? Okay, not here apparently. Where is he? Friend? Not here either. Where's that other curse coming from? I think I like some proc somewhere, right? Yo, combat shrine. Okay, I think it's time to go back. Get our stuff.
You must.
How may I help you?
Dude, 4 Aura's Charm is kinda insane. But we are perfectly capped on fire and... We are slightly overcapped here. So I can do this and maybe a poison. Yes, poison. Okay.
Welcome to my shop.
My guy has 75.
Thanks. 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 Thanks.
Okay. A bit of extra cold was can't hurt against Uriel. Okay, 7.5 to 12k damage. Comet Shrine up. Let's go. I think Comet Shrine is like, what, 150 or 200% enhanced damage or something? Kinda big. You don't really have like a lot of enhanced damage. Oh, look, it's right here. Should we do players 8? Uriel? I think it's gonna be relatively easy. Shit, I forgot to oops.
Hello.
Might be kinda tight now.
Good evening.
Okay, let's do it. Players 8, fuck it. I'm gonna say engorge buff last 20 seconds. Okay, he dies very easily. He won't P8. Very intense fight, guys. Oh, easy SOJ, watch out. Now it's a dwarf star. Actually, at some point I would know which thing is missing, right? Because it says the compendium upgrade and the wand. Grave spine. Wow. Why is my echoing so green? This is when you have Hex Purge, it's green, and when you have the Hex Bane, it's like purple, and I actually never tried the Siphon, I guess it's like blue or something, I guess. Alright, that was Duriel, guys. Moving on.
Good evening.
Okay, so he has Alive, Fire, Absorb. 100 extra gold. This is like good for like council farming, I suppose. Maybe I'll save it. If I actually want to farm Giga Gold somewhere. We said we would make like a new belt, right? Or we can try to shop for a belt. Act 3 has like a really bad spot to shop though. I guess the only place I really want to shop is like Act 1, right? Because Charcy can be pretty close to an exit. Is this the best? Hex Purge? Yeah, basically this is like more AoE and this is more single target. So this is kind of the distinction here. And then Hex Siphon is just kind of shit, I guess. Although it is minus 33% enemy damage. But I guess you don't care that much about it, you're already kind of tanky. Okay, let's see. How much gold do we have? 1.5 million, 2.5 million. Let's take this. Gonna try to get a few plated belts or something.
Greeting, Jaren. Good evening. Good day. Well,
I think it's Aldor, right? Alcor. Or is it Ashira who has the Gamba? Oh, he has Gamba, okay. These are light belts. Does he actually only have normal bases? He can't have the others? It looks like it, right? They're all normal. Interesting. So you basically... Oops. I have to look for the plated belt and then just get that. Oh. That's a lot of res. Actually. Worth saving, I think. Okay, so the really want this caster, I guess. Oh. Oops. Okay, we actually have to save Shark Skin or Vampire Fang belts, I guess. Does this work with crafted items as well? Does it count as rare? Can I do this recipe to upgrade it to exceptional? I guess it counts as rare, right? Ral, Fool, and Perfect Amethyst. Oh boy. So I guess not really. Yeah, I should probably just go for... Okay, we have to remember that Shark Skin and Vampire Fang. Okay, what about the others? Heavy. This is Demon Hide, Spider Web. Has a bit of poison res and yeah. Nothing crazy there. Enhanced defense. Blood is normal belt. Lifesteal, open wounds, life. So this is kinda nice. Mm-hmm. I was on chance to cast Frost Nova when struck, but I guess I don't really care about it. Okay. Crafted is crafted, not rare. Okay, so you can't upgrade it. Okay, this means I actually need to save those spells. So it's like the heavy, the sash, the not belt. And the light belt. Are these like all the different variants actually? Sash. Belt. Light belt. Heavy belt. Yeah, so these are all the different belts besides bladed belt, actually, right? So this is it, actually. There's only 5 different types. Okay. So all of these are actually worthless here. Let's try to gamble a few more then. Oops. Fast set recovery and a lot of res, okay. Oh. Fast set recovery, 2 life. Nah, not too impressed here so far. Can see a lot of red ones. 29 fire us. Ooh. Okay. That is kind of sick. I'll save that. Making camel lead bias. It's average 1 million gold. Oh, so when I buy it, it just happens to be elite sometimes? So I have to pay attention to that, I guess. Oh boy. $94 life, $95 life. Funny. Okay. I got a poison. It's not really what you want, but I don't know, maybe I can do something with it. I think you can get rid of this. Although he's a lightning rest belt. He's a poison rest with 92 life. He has life and lightning rest. That's definitely better. He's a fire rest. He has cold and lightning. But unfortunately no life at all. And he has fast recovery and lightning. This is 30 cold rest. We could equip the Targurus maybe. He also has a faster cast rate, which gives me a breakpoint. Let's see.
Yes.
Maybe exactly fire card, missing 2 lightning, 4 over cold. What if I just swap the glove and the belt? 67 cold. Slightly low on lightning. Now we could make move some of these Like poison charms again. Here's a poison, and here's a poison. Here's a 10 lightning. Perfect. Do I have a cold one? I think we found a cold one earlier, no? I don't think we need all these like strength charms anymore actually. Let's just like drop them like that. Oh, here, 10 cold rush. Yo, that is actually looking kind of nice. We have this Giga Life build now. Okay, I think this was actually a success. Yeah, very nice setup now. We need to replace this helm at some point. This is kind of getting outdated. Got our faster cast rate back. Nice life. We've sacrificed 1239. Okay, login. Make a coven. Just make it. Ist-Ral IO. Okay, let's just make it. No problem. Actually, I made this on my other guy. I got 4 Istrans on my other guy. But I'm currently at 0. And also 0 Mars, so it's a bit unlucky. Okay, faster cast rate is overcapped now, right? I have 88 faster cast, we need 75. Okay, I need to remember to save belts. Not just vendor them. Any but the... Wait, is heavy belt included? Light belt, normal belt, sash, and heavy belt, right? This one is heavier. But this is also kind of crappy, so I don't think we care. But I mean, it'll be rare, and it can have more mods, right? So maybe I'm gonna try anyway. You like the Abyss build more? I didn't like the Abyss build at all, I gotta say. I'm quite glad that I spec'd out of it. I don't really want to have the curse on me when I go for Act 3, I gotta say. I mean, there's no exploding fetishes right now, but even the small ones just rushing at me is gonna be kind of scary. Abyss and not abyssal. Wait, what are you referring to? Wait, there's just nothing here? No cave? Interesting. Necking strike, your skill limitation master, your max or just 1 point? Nah, it's just 1 point. It's not really that strong. Because attack and rating doesn't really matter. Crit is also like scaling up very slowly. I mean, it does something, I guess, if you have all the other stuff, but realistically, I'm level 85, so I'm gonna get 14 more points maximum, right? And 8 of those will go into Blood Oath, and then there's 6 points left. So that's not very much. I guess it could take slightly less points in Demonic Mastery. I have 7 points there, and then with better late game gear, this could be less, you know, maybe like only a few. So maybe you could end up with like 10 points that you can put into Levitation Mastery or something at the end. Stop playing D4 before Vessel of Hatred. That's a long time ago. I think Lord of Hatred would be the last expansion for D4. Not even close, DT.
Yes.
Yeah, like 70 more skill points. No, 2 more actually. Yeah, you're right, I get 2 more from Act 4, but then that's it.
Good day. Well, I've
Kind of funny how you always have to talk to him twice to get your elixir. Need to find that spider cave, man. Maybe it's here. Looks like it. There's some fast spiders here. Yeah, a lot of hate is gonna be pretty good, DD. I think it's gonna be kind of huge. I mean, if you played before Vessel of Hatred, I mean, the game is already completely different now. And yeah, it's about to shift in a pretty big way again, so they're adding a lot of stuff. They're reworking a lot of stuff. This guy whacks me for like 350 damage. The curse. Kinda wild. Physical damage taken reduced by 10%. Did I ever lower my player count again from players 8? I'm not sure. No, okay. Oh no, this looks like a dead end here. Maybe up on left. He's not a white monarch. I think shark skin, so we can try to make a craft of that one.
I can't.
I think it's time to go back real quick.
Never. Good day.
I see the minions here. Okay, there we go. I just want to see aura here. So I killed one guy and they set up the aura. It's actually kind of fun to farm Act 3 with the fetishes because they always are doubled. You get like 2 elite kills on the price of 1. Kinda cool.
Hello.
You have a favorite farming spot?
Greetings.
Good question. I mean, I never really done a lot of endgame farming. Only time I ever really farmed something was like cows on my Java song or something. I do like Chaos Sanctuary. And I guess I would like to farm in Act 2, you know, like Ancient Tunnels and these kind of things. I think it's kind of cool. Like, I think as like a playthrough, Act 3 is my favorite, but when it comes to like late game farming, I think I probably enjoy Act 2 the most. Like the dunes maps and like the... like the sewers kind of... Act 2 sewers kind of thing. Baseblade. Lightsaber. Chance to cast Chain Lightning on attack. Kinda cool item actually. Level 2 lower resist. Just like that, I'm gonna save this. Four socket flail? You need 3 socket flails, I know, but 4 socket is probably not useful, right? Home from a random canyon mob. Yo, grab. Ah, true, 4 sockets a Hodo. Yeah, I'll save it. I have 5 sockets already. I think I have 3 and 4 now. So 3 is for Ubers, for like Malice or something. And 5 is for Call to Arms. Sells for a P gem. And lower res one for a perfect gem, you say? Yeah. It's kinda hard to sell stuff in offline, I suppose, but good to know.
What a relic. Almost might know what purpose it could serve.
What a ring, man, holy. Okay, we want to save this actually, right? There's life tap, there's lower res. Kinda got everything here. Five socket, 4 socket. Actually no 3 socket flares, but I can easily shop them, I guess. Play a dungeon. Let's get a waypoint down. This hardcore, yeah. No, right here. Nice, so well. Okay, lower Kurast. I suppose you wanna check for the waypoint and the chest. Maybe I'm gonna YOLO a little bit. As long as I can. Not go crazy. I guess realistically, I would like to like reset until we actually have like a spawn with the waypoint right next to it. There's like this big chest here somewhere. The question is, do chests immediately change their loot when you type slash players 8? Like monsters, I think it's only like freshly generated monsters, right? Like it's not the monsters on your screen that change. It's only like a few screens away. But I guess chests might be different. Maybe they are like generated in the moment when you click them. Where's this guy going? I'm not doing Tundra runs. For that you kinda have to get to Act 5 first, I guess. Very charms though. Very in life, 33 attack rating. Is that good enough? I don't think that's actually good enough. Can we D2 on max? Good question. I don't know. Okay, here's the waypoint, and we've already explored most of it, and we haven't found the thing yet, so that's, I guess, a good sign. I guess it's here on the left. So it's kind of far from the waypoint. Also I click it once. Wait, where the fuck is it? Did I miss it? Wait, is it this? Is this the right place for the chest? There's a weapon rack? No, there's no chest here. Maybe down the right. Where is it? Last time I recognized it, but this time I didn't. Nothing here. It's not this one. Maybe I haven't gone here actually. Ah, it's this one, yeah. This is it, right? So it's this chest here? That hold absolutely nothing. And it's this one here, I guess. Shell rune, wow. Hello. Yeah. Come here. Right up. Okay. Ah, wait, we actually have the box to open still. Are you gonna help us? No? Okay. Marilyn is gonna help us. Hmm? Yeah, Marilyn will help us. We should check that out, actually. Okay, so we are actually right next to the waypoint, look. Couldn't be better, I guess. So if you want, we could do this a little bit. But I'm not in the mood right now. 20 life. Is that good enough for a large charm? I'll save it for Ubers, maybe. Maybe I'll try doing the chests for like an hour and just kind of see what we get in an hour or so. But for now, I'm going to play as one and do the Flare dungeon. Oh, does anyone know if like Players 8 actually influences the Thunder Charm drop rate? Or is it like the same? I guess you probably want to farm Thunders on like Players 1, at least once you get the Heralds. Because they apparently get very tough. It does, oh. Problem, I guess. I guess we'll see how hard they are. Oh, here they come. Level 5 health stops under 12% chance. 12%? Wait, that's way better than I thought. What? That's like very good. Now his entire push 99 didn't need one charm. Okay, but did he try to get charms? That's another question, right? Like, I don't think he was even trying to get any charms. Was he even like killing heralds at all? Like, usually you skip them, I guess, when you level. Because they're gonna be too tanky and too dangerous. And they probably don't stay in the games long enough, right? Because you just wanna farm the juicy zones and go next. It looks like it's gonna be in the middle here. It's not, in fact, in the middle. Wait, is it right behind the entrance? That's wild. Interesting. Actually, right next to the entrance. Mithril coil. Save that for a potential craft.
I am overburdened. I can't.
Alright. It was in Terror Zones the entire time in hell. Yeah, this just being in Terror Zone is not how you do it though. You have to stay in the game and you have to like farm the same game for like an hour or so, you know, complete every zone. And this is how you farm Thunders. But it's not how you farm XP, you know? For XP, you go for the juicy zones. In Nama's case, I guess he also had like probably his viewers opening the Terror Zones for him. And he just went to Tombs of Tarasha because it's like the best XP zone and that's it. So this is like not how you get charms. Yeah, exactly. If you just go like, you know, Tombs and go next game, then yeah, you're never gonna see a Thunder. It makes sense. Because you just never stay in the same game long enough. If you just like hops from game to game in like 5 or 10 minutes every time, then you're never gonna see a Thunder. And even if you get like a level 5 Herald, you know, if you want to push the 99, you're not gonna even like do the Heralds, right? They're just too tanky and too dangerous, and you just ignore them.
Hello? No.
Yeah. So I'm not really surprised that he didn't get any. I guess we have to like wait and see like, you know, what people actually find out about the drop rates and so on. And if like, you know, the T1 Heralds can actually drop them and with what chance. I guess, you know, in a few weeks from now or so we're gonna have a bit of data on this. And then we'll see. Okay. Now. Let's see what we got here, guys. How about this? Got a little gift here from Blizzard. I don't actually know what's inside. I didn't even know it was coming. So it was just, they just sent it. It was actually for D2 launch and like arrived like a few days ago. And then, you know, it was kind of not streaming enough. And then we had the PoE thing yesterday. So I was like, okay, let's just do it now. Let's check it out. I need a knife though or something. Merlin is a little bit of an obstacle here. So I'm gonna put him here. Merlin, you got the stream. And I'll be back, okay? Oh my dog. Yeah. Yeah, this is not for you. This is a knife. How do we do this? I guess we do big cam here. How about that? Okay. So we actually see something. Let's make some space. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the packaging here. Okay, it's like 2 kilos maybe, I would say. I don't know what's that in freedom units. A few pounds. Alright. Then. Yeah, let's see what it is, huh? How do I open this? Seems like I can open it somehow, but it seems like it. I don't know how. Wait. Like this? Oh, it's like closed on both sides here, like this side and this side. What? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe I can actually lift this or something. I don't want to like rip it apart necessarily. Uh-huh, okay, we found it. On this side, we can actually open it this way. Okay. Nice box. Here we go. The Reign of the Warlock. Okay, here's a... Okay, here's a message, guys. Hello, Wanderer. Through fire, blood, and countless demons slain, you continue to stand with Sanctuary. Your content, passion, and support do not go unnoticed. Accept this offering as our thanks. May it serve you well on the road ahead. The battle is far from over. The Diablo team. Oh, very nice. Okay. And there's the back. Okay, this looks like... Looks like some clothing, like a hoodie, I guess, or something. See it. Okay, it's like a sweater. This is M size, so it's good. Okay, black. It has a Diablo Reign of the Warlock engraved. It's very hard to see, I guess. It's here on like the left side on the chest. Can you see this? Maybe with a bit of light. Yeah. A Rudy. Yeah, exactly. No, it's a sweater. Okay. Yeah. But it looks comfy. Very subtle, basically. I think it's better. Like I can see it, yeah, but it's like hard to see on the cam, I think. So unlucky. Alright. And here's more. Nice. There's like my 7th shaker. I have many of them. You guys can see this. There's like a Spiritborn one. There was like the Rogue Energy one. I have the Gamer Subs one. I have a Holy one. Okay, now we have another one. Looks like that. I can open a bar at this point. True, actually. Okay, it's like, okay, it's a bit of a different style though. It's like a very kind of like, I wouldn't say heavy, but it's like, no, it's somewhat heavy actually. Okay. Yeah, pretty straightforward. It feels like almost like opening a vault or something when you open this. It's like it's not plastic. This is actually metal, I think. I'm not sure. But it feels like very heavy. Like they're closing it. Alright. And socks. Guys. Have I wanted Diablo 2 socks? Nice. Okay. Very cool. All right. You can keep those. All right. These socks are made using the finest combed cotton, sourced from the southeastern United States. Hell yeah, brother. Okay. And I think this is just No, I think that's a bit actually. Just double checking because sometimes they like to hide some stuff. But I think this is it. Okay. Alright. So we got a sweater, a shaker, and socks. Oops, I dropped some stuff. Okay, thanks for your help, Melon. That was very successful. These socks are made from quill beasts slain. It would be cool actually if they had like a little like lore, you know, attached to these items. You know, like inferior D2 socks, you know, minus 10 durability. I don't know. Reign of the War sock. Holy. Okay. Minus 5 run walk speed. Plus 50 coders. Yeah, I mean, that would have been funny. I think they did this once. I remember like before launch, they also sent us like a box and there was like some cool stuff in there. There was also like some cocktail like mix recipes. And they had like little like flacons filled with like a few liquids that they used to like make those. And that was actually some funny stuff like that. And then you were like able to like mix like the mana potion and the health potion and whatever, and they were like cocktails basically. One was red, one was blue. They do poison damage. Uh-oh. Yeah. Anyway, that was the unboxing, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Actually, how's it looking here? Alright, I need to take care of Melon now anyway. So guys, I think I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We've got out of Act 2 hell though. We're almost in Act 4 actually. So that's great. And we're gonna farm Niederfuck tomorrow, hopefully get all the keys. And then we might be able to do the Ubers right away, so we'll see. I have relatively decent gear and stuff like that. So I think once you get there, you might just do the Ubers. You know, double check if I have enough resistances and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, tomorrow or the day after, I suppose. Sometime this weekend. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Let's raid someone. For example, Death Mods. So enjoy, guys. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Say bye, Manon. Bye. Oh, here's Nini coming.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah. Okay.